defense like any recross?
Yes. If you did not see the car coming, then how would, hold on a second. Okay, if you were paying attention, then how did you not see the car coming if the lights were on?
I don't recall because I was hit by a car and very seriously injured, and I don't know how I can recall that moment.
Then how would you recall if you looked both ways or were on your electronic
I
device?
must have.
Any more redirects?
No.
Alright, thank you, Mr. Cooper. You may now step down. The plaintiff may now call their next witness.
We call Blake Green.
Mr. Shower, when Mr. Green is ready, will you please swear him in?
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? I do.
Mr. Green, why did you change your statement about the crash?
I changed my statement because I realized that saying one lie leads to telling another lie, and it just goes on, and that's never good.
And could you explain to us why you were expelled from Clearwater High School?
I was caught vandalizing to help out the seniors with their senior prank.
Okay, and you said that you changed your answer because you didn't think lying was a good thing, correct?
Correct.
Would you have still changed your answer if you and Miss Hamilton hadn't gotten into that argument?
Yes, it was.
So, the reasoning you changed your answer wasn't based on getting back at Taylor.
No.
Could you explain why the crash report says your seatbelt was undone?
I don't recall ever having my seatbelt undone.
Okay, and how fast do you think Taylor was driving on Nash Street?
I don't think it was over that speed limit by much, but I don't think it was exactly the speed limit.
And then, were you distracted by Taylor's phone on the way to PQ?
Yes, I was.
And how did you feel after knowing that someone you were friends with at the time had just hit Alex Cooper?
I felt bad because I knew that he was like the star basketball player and whatnot, but I don't know, I just felt really bad because I just could not stop thinking if it was like a real or not. I didn't want to believe it.
Alright, the defense may now cross-examine the witness.
So you mentioned in your affidavit that you attended Bailey Alternative High School, and you also said that you went to Clearwater Regional High School, is that correct?
It is.
So can you tell us why you moved to the alternative school this year?
I was expelled.
And can you tell us why you were expelled?
Once again because I was caught vandalizing.
Okay. You mentioned in your affidavit that Taylor's license is the only reason that you guys ever hung out together, is that correct?
I mean, yeah, we just because we hung out all the time, we kind of became closer and closer friends.
Would you say that you only use Taylor as a method of transportation?
Occasionally.
Did you send a message on Taylor's phone when she asked you to?
No, I did not.
You said earlier that you were distracted by Taylor's phone, though?
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Yep.
In your affidavit, your exact words were, "I know I said in my deposition with all the lawyers that I sent the response for Taylor, but that was because I didn't want to get her in any more trouble. But after she narked on me after the prank incident, I'm not going to lie for her anymore." This indicates that you developed some sort of bias against Taylor after her confession of the prank. You then changed your testimony against her, and you guys are no longer friends. Is that correct?
I didn't change my answers because I was being biased. I changed my answers because I realized that making one lie would lead to another lie. Like if I kept lying, and didn't change my story to line right now, and I'm not lying.
So then why did you lie in the first place?
Because she was my friend. Because I was trying to help her out.
That was all.
Would the plaintiff like any redirect?
So you said that you were distracted by the phone, correct?
Yes.
And were you distracted because Taylor was using the phone?
Yeah, I was distracted from the noise it was making.
Any recross?
No.
All right, thank you, Mr. Green. You may now step down. The plaintiff may now call their last witness to the stand.
Please call Ryan Crawley.
Mr. Shara, when you are ready, please swear them in.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I did.
Please be seated.
Ms. Crawley, could you please explain why the report says the passenger seatbelt was off at the time of the crash?
According to the sensing module, which was retrieved from under the front seat, the front driver's seat, the passenger seatbelt was disengaged 4 seconds before the time of the crash.
And was it possible that this was due to a malfunction in the system?
It is possible.
Okay. Do you believe that Taylor was distracted at the time of the accident?
I do have reason to believe that Taylor was distracted at the time of the accident, or she failed to engage in proper lookout and act reasonably upon seeing Alex Cooper crossing the street. If she were engaged in proper lookout, it is more than likely she would have seen her headlights illuminated Alex as he crossed the street. Taylor should have seen him at the latest when he was illuminated by the headlights approximately 160 feet before the collision. Braking distance of 59 feet plus traveling 56 feet during the reaction period would have had her stopped about 44 feet before the collision. And according to the sensing module, cruise control was switched off about 2 seconds before the brakes were applied, and if she would have braked immediately, she would have avoided the crash.
Thank you.
All right, now the defense may cross-examine the witness.
Ryan, what day did the accident take place? October 5th, 2012. Okay. And then what day did the counsel for the plaintiff contact you to investigate the case? November 5th, 2012. And according to the report that you put together, the sun set at 6:30 p.m. and the moon did not rise until 9:47 p.m. Is that correct? Yes, that's correct. Alright. And the accident took place at approximately 6:45 p.m. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. So 2 seconds before the accident, you have stated that the cruise control was turned off. Is that correct? Yes. Have you read a report that states that the Lincoln Town Car has had issues with its cruise control in the past? I have not. You also state that you use a reaction time of 1.1 seconds, but do you factor in slower reaction times for newer drivers?
I did not factor that in.
Would you say that Taylor was a newer driver?
Yes, you have to say that.
So with the reaction time of 1.1 seconds, you have that it should have taken about 115 feet to completely stop. And that is when you would see Alex Cooper from 160 feet away. What would happen if the reaction time was just a half a second later?
I believe she still would have stopped in time to avoid the collision.
Do you have any evidence to prove that? Also, your summary of the crash data retrieval report says that the passenger seatbelt was disengaged 4 seconds before the accident. Is that true? How would that make any sense?
I'm not sure exactly. It's just what the information that it gave us.
Does this prove that the data could be somewhat tainted?
It could be.
That's all.
Any redirect? No? Okay. Thank you, Ms. Crawley.